Why, good morning, YouTube. This is Michelle. Hey, happy Thursday. I have a video response slash video share of a file folder folio I created using Bohemian Crafting. That's on the YT. That's Eva. She used to be Zibbit Girl on the YT. And she did a video a couple months back showing a file folder that she scored and cut and repurposed and created a steampunk album from this file folder. And you know, about 2 minutes into the the video, she shows you how to quickly create this folio, and it was so super simple. I think the magic of Eva is her ability to create tuck spots and interactive places in a journal that are just incomparable. And so I decided to try my hand at it and created a moment in time, which is before you. So let me show you what I used to create this portfolio. Being the office manager for an office that's been in business for about 40 years, we have supplies galore tucked away that no one's using anymore, either because they're out of style or whatever. And we had these large brown manila file folders that have absolutely no labeling on them and just the score lines. And so when I saw Eva's post, I was like, oh my gosh, this would be perfect for these file folders. So this is a pretty large, it's larger than 8.5 by 11, but it's still an 8, like a legal size would not fit. But I went on ahead and, using her tutorial, created the folio. I used for my base papers these two Tim Holtz pads that I got, and it looks like Hobby Lobby. So they were on sale, they were on clearance or whatever, but I'm sure they're last season. So used a lot of these papers, mostly because I love the ideology papers because they're double-sided, and so you get a lot of bang for your buck when you are creating with them. So use those. Use lots of Tim Holtz die cuts. I used his floral pack, as well as several of his different people. I've used a playing card, I've used the little photo booth minis, and yeah, I think that's it. I didn't use any of his paper dolls, but just want to show you this moment in time. So on the front cover here, I've got a Pinterest picture of some debutantes getting ready for their debut. And so I printed this picture on manila cardstock to give it kind of the creamy feel, and then backed it with some tea-stained parchment paper and lace from my stash. And also on the cover here, I originally put a tuck spot, and that was before I did the picture, so I'm not sure if you would use this tuck spot and cover up the picture, but it is there. And then I've got the tulle daisies going down the side, and just more trims here. On the back side, here as it wraps around, again, you can just really see how this Tim Holtz paper looks just gorgeous. And then I've done most of the edges with a border punch. This is a Paper Studio Rose Trellis border punch. I use that, as well as the Martha Stewart doily punch, which I use in everything, just to give some interest on the pages, and did a lot of distressing with Vintage Photo Distress ink. You'll see the back eyelet here. The organza ribbon was just through that. And then on the front, as a closure, I've got the handy dandy Tim Holtz hitch fastener. Of course, you hear the dingling. That's my bells. Love that sound. I don't know, it's very calming to me. So let's get in the folio. I've filmed this once in my kitchen this morning, and the quality was just lousy, so I decided to tape this video. So hopefully this one comes out better, and I can still get everything within the 15-minute time frame so that it'll load up to YouTube. So when you open up the first page of the portfolio here, I've got a coin envelope that has been adhered by the lip inside here, and it flips up. And again, with these Tim Holtz papers, the pattern is bold, but it's faint enough that you could use it for journaling. So you see here, I've just put a hole and I've tied a ribbon here so you can use that, but it also has a secret way to get out the ephemera this way so you don't have to undo your cute bow. And I just have a piece of the paper, the design paper, again, double-sided, love it. It's great for tags as well as just for beautifying your project. So let's look at this first page here. I've created a pocket at the bottom. Again, there's that doily punch from Martha Stewart, some lace. I've got, this is a die cut from Tim Holtz, and this is one of the photo booth portraits of Tim Holtz's. Got that from Michelle, namesake on Junk Journal Junkles. Hey Michelle, thank you so much, using my ephemera. Back here, I've tucked in the pocket a piece of ephemera from Amity Bloom. I've used ephemera from Amity Bloom on the YT, Ephemera's Vintage Garden freebies from Debbie Ann, as well as some from Tsunami Rose. So a hodgepodge of a little bit of everybody, kind of like this folio. So on top of this piece from Nazi, I've got one of my paper clips that's been made from coffee filter using the Tim Holtz Sizzix Tattered Floral Die. On this, we have our first sewn-in signature. It is an envelope. It's a large envelope. It's the same. It's about 6 inches approximately in height, going this way. And so, loved it. I love this big window here. So I folded it so that the majority of the window was in the front of the envelope, and just decorated with some of the papers around the edges. I created a tuck spot up here for this little mini pad of tea-dyed paper, and it's got just some lace on it, and it's closed with a bow. And so there's that there. Then when you go into the window, I've got two pieces. Again, that Tim Holtz paper, love it because it's got these lines which are great for journaling. So there's that one there. And then at the bottom of the envelope through the window is this piece here. I'm going to put the portfolio down so you can see. Just cut around the corners, distressed it, but added, this is a bow pin from Denise Sayers' shop. That's a Tattered Dream. Got a little piece of lace, and then one of my boho beads that I created. There we go. Tapped it, make it sure it's a little clear. So added that for some interest there. So that slips into this envelope. It's kind of hard when you have all these interactive pockets to show it, to give it justice, but there's that. And so then when you open up this envelope signature that's been sewn into the spine of the portfolio, on this page I've created a pocket at the bottom, or a tuck spot. I've got two more pieces of the ephemera here. That's one of those little Tim Holtz little paper clips. And then I've just adorned this with a Ann Tainter lady that says FYI, never LOL. So I love using those ladies. My pads, I use them really sparingly. And so then I've got this newsprint, and this was just a pad of newsprint paper, and I've just border punched the sides, every other one. So it's either the Rose Trellis from Paper Studio or the Martha Stewart doily punch. And then distressed them and did some stamping on the pages, but that's for journaling. And then when you get to the back of the envelope, again, you can see. So you can see here where this was the flap of the envelope, and I just border punched it, adhered it down, and created a tuck spot there. In that, I have a couple of pieces of ephemera as well. This is another one from Nazi's ephemera pack, and I created a kind of like a little library card or tuck spot here, put some lace trim, and then another piece of Nazi's ephemera in there. And so those go in this pocket here. And then on the open section of the envelope, let me see, I don't know what's the best way to show this. It's pretty large. I just stuck another couple of pieces of that ephemera pack in there. And then when you flip it over, the back side of the envelope, I've got a coffee filter envelope that I made, and a tattered floral again with the coffee filters, and this has a tulle and some netting as well. And then these playing cards are from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. I just did them in black and white so that way they would be grayscale. And so tuck those in there. And so then next I have another coin envelope that has been adhered inside. And in it is a piece of design paper. Come on, there we go. Just design paper for journaling. And then you've got the second side of the portfolio here. Again, there's that Tim Holtz paper. Love that design. So pretty. And I just left it because I just love the way that looks for pictures. And you can journal over it. If you used a black Sharpie, it would easily go over it. Some double daisies on the bottom here. And the lighting is lousy in here, but this here is a glassine pocket that I've split and made a Sue Olson collar. And so just have a couple of pieces of ephemera in there. And again, another Ann Tainter lady. And this one is saying, "Are you certain you want to interrupt my coffee break?" So looks like me at work. So there's that page. And on top, because you adhered two of the sides of the folder together, I've got a file folder, and I'm sure this is Tsunami Rose, one of her big file folders. It looks like a Tsunami Rose print. And that's just stuck in the top here where these two sections come together. You create a pocket. And so this file folder is in that pocket. And then we go to the third page of the portfolio. And I've created over here a waterfall of newsprint paper. It's been all doily punch with that Martha Stewart punch. Got a little stenciling here. And then I've put the tulle rosettes. And this floral swag here is from the Tim Holtz die cuts. And then I have another one of Denise's bow pins with a bauble hanging from it. And then this is a Tim Holtz. This is one of the birds. When you get these, they come in three sizes. So you get a miniature, then a medium size, and a large. So this is the large one. It's been adhered on three sides, and I've created a pocket out of the birdies. So here's my second sewn-in signature, and I know it looks like an envelope. And so the envelope is actually sewn into the spine of the portfolio, but you'll see there's some floating swallows because when you look at this envelope, I just used my envelope punch board, created the envelope, added the double daisies. This is a Tim Holtz die cut here. There's a doily behind it. But when you open it, there's a place for journaling in here. So again, more of that newsprint paper there. And so that just closes up. So it's kind of like a hidden journaling area there. And then when you flip this over on this side, the back side of the doily comes up, and I've made a tuck spot here using again more of Nazzie's. That's Amity Bloom, her ephemera. There's two pieces stuck in there, and this is hers too. So there's the back of that envelope. And then the back inside flap of the portfolio, I've created a pocket at the bottom, used some crochet trim, and then I've got stuck in there more of the ephemera from that pack, as well as this here is a small little waterfall that I've made, little tuck for journaling, writing some quick little notes. If I can get it back in its little pocket. Oh, here, just put it here. And this is one of those playing cards that I got. It's Tim Holtz. It was in a rack from Michelle. Thanks again, Michelle, using my people. And then the back side, which just has a tuck spot for, notes or whatever, and my label. So there we have it. my video response to Bohemian Crafting, Eva's portfolio. Definitely not as intricate as Eva's, but a kick to make. I definitely am going to make another one. I'm going to use a travel theme. I found some pictures of some women, you know, going on trains and outside of airplanes. So I think I'm going to do a travel theme using more of that paper stash from Ideology. So anyway, hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Hope you are having a crafty week. And we'll see you soon with another video. Take care. Bye-bye.